Hello fellow Sonic fan, and welcome to my breakdown and speculation video for the Sonic 2 movie trailer. In this video I'll be discussing some of the trailer's potential plot points, addressing the many references to the games, as well as theorising what we could be seeing in Sonic 2. If there's any details I happen to miss in this video, or you have a particular theory you'd like to discuss with the community, please do share those thoughts in the comments. Right, let's jump on in. So the trailer starts with our favourite blue hedgehog doing a Batman and watching some action unfold from atop a tall building. Sonic psychs himself up, stretches out his kinks, eats his favourite meals, and jumps into the action in what looks to be his self-imposed new role in life. Within these first 20 seconds of the trailer, there appears to already be 3 references to the source material, as well as 1 reference to that god-awful first version of Sonic. The more obvious of the 3 references is of course Sonic tucking into his favourite iconic meal, a nice juicy chili dogs, which started back in the very beginning with the Archie comics and the Sonic cartoon series, and then much later on within the games themselves. The slightly less obvious references here are a possible nod to Sonic Adventure's intro and beginning segments. Sonic looking down at the police cars chasing the criminals, which are even driving in the same direction as they do in the game. And finally with the water bursting from the ground, which in the game's intro was a result of the creature Chaos. We're then reintroduced to Tom, who's having a bit of a heart-to-heart with our blue spiky friend, during which we eventually see Sonic with a familiar looking skateboard which comes straight from one of Sonic Adventure's art renders. Meanwhile, a familiar shaped pod releases from a satellite in space, while Tom advises Sonic that one day his powers will indeed be needed for something far greater than fighting small-time petty crime. We then see the familiar gun unit, a worldwide army organisation which began in Sonic Adventure 2, which is also, by the way, where Shadow the Hedgehog made his debut. Make of that what you will. We cut to a giant tornado with green electricity surging throughout, which one can only assume at this point is a direct result of the Master Emerald being used by our favourite evil mad scientist. We'll get back to the Master Emerald in a bit. We're then treated to a fully realised Dr. Robotnik, minus the extra weights, and a shot of Robotnik's lackey, Agent Stone, in the Mean Bean coffee shop. An obvious yet very clever reference to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean machine. It's also worth noting here that Agent Stone's lattes were favoured by Robotnik during the first film.
I love the way you make them!
So it would make sense for Robotnik to track Stone down to this particular location. During this badass shot of Robotnik surrounded by his awesome badniks, we can just about see a resemblance to the Buzz Bombers featured in Sonic 1 here.
Papa's got a brand new stash.
Robotnik then informs Stone that he's found the ultimate source of power, the Master Emerald, which debuted in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's worth noting here, for the sake of clarification, that the movie's very own director confirmed that this indeed is the Master Emerald, and that the movie is very much centred around Knuckles. More on the red echidna soon. We then see Robotnik in an unknown location absolutely jizzing it over the Master Emerald. Now cast your eyes to the upper right of the frame here and you'll notice what looks like a large moulding of an owl. And to the left, we can just about make out a similar moulding. This could be a depiction of Longclaw's ancestors, maybe also even the echidnas. Longclaw was looked at as an Obi-Wan Kenobi-like figurehead, according to Sonic anyway at the beginning of the first movie. She was Sonic's protector and guardian with a wealth of knowledge and wisdom. Did Robotnik at some point end up in Sonic's world from the first movie? Is Longclaw still alive from the arrow shot from the Echidna tribe? Perhaps she was captured or managed to escape off screen at the very last moment. These are things to consider right now. It's quite possible that there could be a connection between Longclaw and the Echidnas. The first movie, granted, keeps a lot of backstory vague, so I'd wager a guess that a lot of this history will be explored in this second movie. Then Tails makes his entrance just like he did at the end of the first movie and says,
"Hope I'm not too late."
So from this particular line, we know he's actively searching for Sonic, and the 2 big questions here for me are why and who. Tails and Sonic have never met, at least to our knowledge, so someone from Sonic's world, very possibly Longclaw, has made efforts to send Tails after Sonic. And I can only speculate at the time of making this video that it has something to do with the Master Emerald or even the Chaos Emeralds. We're then reintroduced to the tornado plane, iconic to Sonic's 2 and 3 of course, which ironically heads straight to this tornado we saw earlier. I have a theory that this could be the attempted activation of the infamous Death Egg from Sonic's 2, 3 and Knuckles. Whatever's shooting out these multiple missiles at our two heroes here seems to be fairly enormous in size. And after its fall in the Sonic 2 game, the Death Egg is powered up once more using the Master Emerald. We then cut to Sonic dashing between these swinging spike balls straight from Sonic's humble beginnings with Sonic 1 of course, all the while avoiding lava in what looks to be taking place within this temple. I would speculate this particular segment of the movie to be a mixture of different zones from the first set of Sonic games, such as Marble Zone, Labyrinth Zone and Lava Reef Zone. Moving things along, Sonic 3's Ice Cap Zone is referenced here, and the reason I say Ice Cap Zone specifically is because from what we can make out in this trailer, Sonic is using one of Robotnik's badniks as an improvised snowboard. In Sonic 3, it's well known that what Sonic uses during Ice Cap Zone's intro is actually a piece of the flying battery zone. This was the original concept anyway before Sega had to cut the Sonic 3 and Knuckles game in half due to time concerns. A quick glimpse here and I'm sure you'll recognise this familiar contraption. Yep, that's the infamous Eggmobile which first appeared in Sonic 1. And finally, our big screen introduction to Knuckles.
Do I look like I need your power?
Knuckles debuted in Sonic 3. He is the protector of the Master Emerald and is tricked by Robotnik into thinking that Sonic and Tails are after it, when in reality, Robotnik needs it to repower up his Death Egg. It's unquestionable that Robotnik has done the same thing here in the Sonic 2 movie. This is why I think Robotnik eventually found his way to Sonic's homeworld. It's here that we first saw the Echidna tribe, as well as of course Longclaw the Owl. It's quite possible that Tails, or a mutual acquaintance, let's say Longclaw for now, witnessed this manipulation by Robotnik and is why Tails needs to find Sonic as fast as possible. One thing that makes the Sonic 1 movie actually watchable, especially leading into the Sonic 2 movie and beyond, is the character development. Sonic goes from using his powers for running away to standing his ground and fighting injustice. When it comes to Robotnik, we see him go from a narcissistic genius government tool to the mad solo evil scientist we all know and love from the games. It's clear to me, and granted it's somewhat obvious here, that we'll be seeing the introduction to Supersonic in this movie, or perhaps even Hypersonic, dependent on the creator's vision. I could be wrong on this of course, but it just seems like it's going that way. Sonic just can't compete with Knuckles on a physical level here, so part of Sonic's personal development in this movie will be to utilise a greater power in the Master Emerald to go beyond Knuckles' strength, even though the badass Echidna knocks the shit out of Supersonic at the beginning of Sonic 3. God, I hope he debuts the same way in this movie. This is also why I feel we could be seeing a more rotund Dr. Robotnik by the time we get to the Sonic 3 movie. Maybe Sonic force feeds him some chili dogs, or Robotnik resorts to comfort eating after being foiled once more. There's a lot to think about here, guys, and what we've been given in this trailer in terms of the references and what plot we can kind of decipher, I really think we're onto a true great movie here with Sonic 2. But yeah, that's my breakdown of the Sonic 2 movie trailer. I want to know your thoughts and theories, so please post those in the comments below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, as it really does help the channel out. And until the next one guys, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.